Life can feel like a storm sometimes. The skies darken and the winds pick up, making it hard to see the path ahead. We all face moments when the world seems to be closing in, and the weight of our worries feels too heavy to bear. It's in these times that we seek comfort and reassurance, a place where we can feel safe and protected. Winds of worry blow, fears rumble like thunder. The uncertainties of life can be overwhelming, like a storm that never seems to end. We worry about our future, our loved ones, and the challenges that lie ahead. These fears can shake us to our core, leaving us feeling vulnerable and exposed. But even in the midst of the storm, there is hope. We search for shelter, a place to find peace. Just as we seek physical shelter from a storm, we also seek emotional and spiritual refuge. We long for a sanctuary where we can find solace and regain our strength. This search for peace is a natural response to the chaos around us, and it leads us to seek out places and people that offer comfort and security. Psalm 16, written by David, points us to the perfect refuge, God Himself. In this ancient text, David speaks of finding safety and peace in the presence of the divine. He reminds us that no matter how fierce the storm, there is a place where we can find true protection. This message has resonated with countless generations, offering a beacon of hope in troubled times. David declares, "Protect me, God, for in you I take refuge." These words are a powerful reminder that we are not alone in our struggles. By turning to God, we can find the strength and courage to face our fears. Prayer becomes a way to connect with the divine, to seek guidance and support. In moments of prayer, we can feel a sense of calm and reassurance, knowing that we are being watched over and cared for. When we feel afraid, we can run to God. Just as a lighthouse guides ships safely to shore, God's presence can guide us through the darkest times. We can find solace in knowing that there is a higher power looking out for us, providing a safe haven from the storms of life. This sense of divine protection can give us the confidence to face our challenges head-on, knowing that we are never truly alone. He promises to be our hiding place, our fortress. In the midst of life's battles, we can find refuge in the strength and stability of God's love. Like a fortress that stands strong against the forces of nature, God's protection is unwavering. This promise of safety and security is a source of great comfort, reminding us that we have a place to turn to when the world feels too overwhelming. In His presence we find safety from the storms of life. The peace that comes from being in the presence of the divine is unlike any other. It is a deep, abiding sense of calm that can carry us through even the most difficult times. As the storm passes and the skies clear, we are reminded of the enduring power of faith and the comfort it brings. In God's presence we find our true safe haven. David's relationship with God is deeply personal. It's not just a ritual or a tradition, it's a heartfelt connection that defines his very existence. Every moment he spends in prayer or contemplation is a testament to his unwavering faith and devotion. This bond is the cornerstone of his life, providing him with strength, guidance, and an unshakable sense of purpose. He says to the Lord, "You are my Lord, apart from you I have no good thing." These words reflect a profound truth that resonates deeply within him. David acknowledges that every blessing, every joy, and every good thing in his life is a gift from God. Without this divine presence, he feels an emptiness that nothing else can fill. His declaration is a humble recognition of his dependence on God's grace and mercy. David recognizes God as the source of all goodness. In the beauty of a sunrise, the tranquility of a forest, and the simple joys of life, he sees the hand of God at work. This awareness fills him with gratitude and a deep sense of wonder. He understands that every moment of peace and every instance of beauty is a reflection of God's love and generosity. He doesn't just need God, he desires Him. This longing goes beyond mere necessity. It's a passionate yearning for a deeper connection, a closer relationship. David's heart is filled with a fervent desire to know God more intimately, to experience His presence more profoundly. This desire drives him to seek God in every aspect of his life, to make Him the center of his existence. God is his greatest treasure. In a world filled with fleeting pleasures and temporary satisfactions, David finds his true joy and fulfillment in his relationship with God. This divine connection is more precious to him than any material possession or worldly achievement. It is the source of his deepest happiness and the foundation of his enduring peace. We too can experience this kind of intimacy with God. It's not reserved for a select few. It's available to everyone who seeks it with a sincere heart. By opening ourselves to God's presence, we can cultivate a relationship that is rich, meaningful, and transformative. This connection can bring us comfort in times of trouble, joy in moments of celebration, and a sense of purpose that guides us through life's journey. He longs to be our friend, our confidant, our everything. God's desire for a relationship with us is profound and personal. He wants to be the one we turn to in times of need, the one we share our joys and sorrows with. This divine friendship is a source of strength and comfort, offering us a sense of belonging and a deep, abiding peace. When we choose Him above all else, we find true satisfaction. In a world that often leaves us feeling empty and unfulfilled, a relationship with God offers a sense of completeness and contentment. By making Him our priority, we discover a joy that transcends circumstances and a peace that surpasses understanding. This divine connection is the ultimate treasure, offering us a life of purpose, meaning, and profound fulfillment. The world offers many things that promise happiness and security, but David warns against pursuing them. He says about those who chase after other gods, those who run after other gods will suffer more and more. These other gods might be wealth, fame, or possessions. They may seem appealing, but they can never truly satisfy. They leave us empty and searching for more. True fulfillment comes only from God. He alone can quench our deepest longings. David celebrates the blessings of belonging to God. He says, "Lord, you alone are my portion and my cup. You make my lot secure." God Himself is David's inheritance, his most prized possession. This inheritance goes far beyond material wealth. It includes forgiveness, peace, and a future filled with hope. When we surrender to God, we receive an inheritance more valuable than anything this world can offer. It lasts for eternity. David trusts in God's guidance. He writes, "I keep my eyes always on the Lord. With Him at my right hand, I will not be shaken." When we keep our focus on God, we are less likely to stumble. We can trust His wisdom to guide us through difficult decisions and uncertain times. He promises to be with us every step of the way, offering His strength and direction. We are never alone. David's trust in God leads to deep joy and security. He declares, "My heart is glad and my tongue rejoices. My body also will rest secure." Knowing God as our refuge brings peace that surpasses understanding. We can face challenges with courage, knowing that God is in control. Even in the midst of difficulties, we can experience His joy. He replaces our fear with confidence and our anxiety with peace. The greatest promise of all is found in the final verse of Psalm 16:11. This verse encapsulates the essence of our faith and the hope that sustains us through life's trials and tribulations. It speaks to the core of our being, offering a glimpse into the divine plan that awaits us beyond the temporal existence we know. "You make known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence, with eternal pleasures at your right hand." These words are a testament to the guidance and love that God provides. They remind us that we are never alone on our journey. Every step we take is illuminated by His light, and every challenge we face is met with His unwavering support. The path of life is not always easy, but it is always purposeful. Each moment, whether filled with joy or sorrow, is a part of the greater tapestry that God is weaving. In His presence, we find a joy that transcends our earthly understanding. It is a joy that fills our hearts and souls, lifting us above the mundane and into the realm of the divine. David, in his wisdom and faith, looks beyond this life to the eternity we will spend with God. He envisions a place where the fullness of joy is not just a fleeting moment, but an everlasting state of being. This vision is a source of comfort and inspiration, reminding us that our true home is not of this world, but in the eternal presence of our Creator. He describes it as a place of fullness of joy and pleasures forevermore. Imagine a garden where every flower blooms in perfect harmony, where every smile is a reflection of pure love, and where every embrace is a testament to the unending connection we share with one another and with God. This is the promise of life everlasting. This is the ultimate hope for every believer, to live in God's presence, experiencing His love and joy for eternity. It is a hope that gives us strength in times of weakness, courage in times of fear, and peace in times of turmoil. It is the light that guides us through the darkest nights and the anchor that holds us steady in the fiercest storms. To live in God's presence, experiencing His love and joy for eternity, is the ultimate fulfillment of our deepest longings. It is the culmination of our faith and the realization of our greatest dreams. As we journey through life, let us hold fast to this promise, knowing that no matter what we face, the glory of life everlasting awaits us. In this we find our true purpose and our eternal home. Throughout Psalm 16 we feel the closeness of God to David. He is not a distant deity, but a loving father who desires an intimate relationship with his children. This same God invites us to experience His presence in our lives. He wants to be our refuge, our guide, and our source of joy. We can talk to Him as a friend, share our burdens with Him, and find comfort in His embrace. When we truly grasp the depth of God's love and faithfulness, our hearts can't help but overflow with gratitude. We begin to see His hand at work in our lives, orchestrating circumstances for our good and drawing us closer to Himself. Our response should be one of praise and thanksgiving, acknowledging Him as the source of all we have and all we are. Psalm 16 reminds us that true refuge is not found in a physical location but in the presence of God. When we make Him our dwelling place, we find safety, security, and unwavering joy. No matter what storms may rage around us, we can stand firm, anchored in His unchanging love. Let us, like David, choose God as our portion, our inheritance, and our eternal dwelling place. For in His presence we truly find our home.